Chapter 59. What are you saying, Anjali? Bindu said, her voice trembling just like her body. Yes, ma, I am your non achiever murderer daughter. Sorry, Anjali said. Bindu burst into tears. You killed my Prerna? Bindu sank back into the sofa. Yes, ma, your Prerna, the daughter you kept. How did you decide I was the one to be given away? Did you toss a coin? What are you talking about? Bindu said. He turned to Neelam. What is she saying, Bhabhi? She pushed my Prerna. Neelam looked at her husband for cues on how to respond. Ramesh didn't say anything. He simply leaned forward on the sofa, elbows resting on his thighs, hands clasped. It wasn't an accident, Ramesh mumbled to himself. She didn't just fall off. No, uncle, we told you from day one, I said. And send me to jail for it? Ramesh said. I hung my head. I wanted you inside for a while, uncle, I said. So sorry for that. You knew? Ramesh said and looked at me. You realized I had not done it but still sent me to Tihar? I wasn't sure. The only way of knowing was to gain the killer's trust. It would only happen if you were inside. She had to think the case was solved and she was safe. Anjali clapped slowly. Wow, Mr. Detective, she said, continuing the applause. You not only solve crimes, you also specialize in fake feelings to pretend to love someone to trap them. My eyes met Anjali's. She looked angry, betrayed, cornered, and sad. How could I tell her that my feelings for her weren't fake? That I loved her even though I suspected her? Love someone? Ramesh said. Who? Nothing, uncle, I said. It's not important. You are a totally asshole, Keshav. Anjali screamed out loud. You realize that? Maji was looking at Anjali closely. She had heard the entire confession even though she had not reacted immediately. Put this Kamini in jail, Maji said in a rare loud voice. I knew she was trouble the day she arrived from abroad. Shh, Maji, Satnam Vaheguru, Shant Maji Shant, Neelam said and tapped her palm on Maji's hand to calm her down. Take her upstairs, Ramesh said. No, I want to listen to everything this Kamini has to say, Maji said. Saurav scratched his head. Bhai, Saurav said, raising a finger. 1 minute, I'm still confused. What? How did Anjali come before Prerna died? She returned from the track, took an Uber from Delhi airport. Police checked the right details and her cell phone tower locations. Everything matched up. She had the best alibi. Anjali laughed seeing Saurav's perplexed face. See, I had a good plan, isn't it? Anjali said to me. I shrugged. My only mistake was that I liked you, Keshav, she said. Love made me stupid. I didn't respond as I swallowed hard to keep my own emotions in check. Ramesh looked at me. She came later. Prerna's body was already in the living room when she arrived. I remember that. Yes, Virji, impossible, Bindu said, desperate to find a way to exonerate her daughter. And Anjali loved Prerna. They were sisters. Why would she do it? I shook my head and smiled. I turned to Anjali. Anjali, why don't you explain it to everyone? Anjali speaks. One of the signs that you have planned a murder well is that people find it hard to believe you did it even after you confess. Of course, I had planned it well from the start, right when Prerna told me about Karwa Chauth. 3 weeks before I left for my track, we stood on the terrace. I'm going to keep a fast for him on Karwa Chauth. Oh, I said, taking a drag from my cigarette. It is old fashioned. I'm not his wife yet. Still, I want to. If that's what you want. I shrugged and googled Karwa Chauth on my phone. It fell on 17 October. All day I stay hungry. At dusk, I dress up. I come to the terrace and wait for the moon to rise. I look at the moon and then at my man. After that, I eat. she said and gave me a blissful smile. Cute, I said. Don't tell anyone at home. It's embarrassing to do this before marriage. I don't want to be teased. It's just between him and me. I googled the moonrise time on 17 October. That would be the time she would be on the terrace alone. Sure, I won't tell anyone, I said. I scanned the terrace. I figured it would be hard for anyone in a neighboring house to see what was going on here at night since Malhotra house is taller than the adjacent homes. I checked flights from Kathmandu to Delhi on 17 October. Any routing that made me land early evening would work. Oh, and I had to make sure I landed at the domestic terminal 1, which had a metro station with a direct connection to Sukhdev Vihar, the station for New Friends Colony. I found a route via Kolkata. Thank you, she said. If Neelam auntie is keeping the fast, won't she come on the terrace and find out? I said. She doesn't keep it. She is diabetic and has low blood pressure. Doesn't suit her, she said. I smiled and pulled her cheek. You are too romantic, sister, I said. Thank you. Actually, I also planned to tell him that day about us being twins, she said. Really? I said. Yeah, that's an auspicious day, I feel. He will be the first person I will tell after you told me. How sweet. You will be back from your trek by then? I will try, I said. I definitely will, I said to myself. Good. Are you applying for jobs? She said, switching subjects. I hate this subject. It gives me anxiety. Still, she keeps bringing it up again and again. Stop talking to me about this, I wanted to tell her. I freelance now, Didi, I said. Sure, she said and rolled her eyes. She does that, her jur, the judgmental eye roll. We have the same eyes, but I don't do the jur. Yeah, I know what she is thinking. Freelance is just a euphemism for being unemployed. I sit around hoping an article, report, or any other writing gig lands in my lap. My lap has been pretty empty the last few months though. I'm going to apply for jobs too, I said. If you want to work for Ito, she started to say. Not again, sis, I said. Stop, I told you, I don't want to work for a stupid app that helps people stuff their faces. Ouch, she said and looked away. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way, I said. She didn't respond. Ito is my baby, she said after a minute. I know. Don't demean anyone's work. I have told you so many times, writing about social issues doesn't make you superior to others. Fine, sis, drop it now. I hire 50 people. They run their homes because of Ito. That's real social impact. Not writing for some loss making left wing elitist English language news portal nobody reads. Nice to know your true feelings about my work. Don't call Ito stupid, that's all. I said sorry. Get a grip on yourself, Anjali. You are smart and bright. I know. You do? You quit your job, roll joints all day, and of course, the Adi Chachu thing, she said and made a disgust face. First of all, he is your mamu, not Chachu. Second of all, you promised you will never talk about it to anyone. I am only talking about it to you. It was nothing, a one time thing, sis, I said. I know it is not a one time thing. I said I would not tell anyone provided you stop. You haven't. I have, I said. Don't lie to your own sister. I kept quiet. I pulled out a joint from my pocket in defiance. Great, smoke ganja when you don't have an answer. I wanted to slap her. She never lost an opportunity to pick on me. It's my fucking life, sister. I wanted to tell her. Go suck up to your capitalist investors and make your money. Sell your unhealthy fast food crap and give out coupon codes for it. Stuff your face. Get fat and then cover that fat with squints. I don't stop you, do I? Then who the hell are you to stop me from doing whatever I want with whoever I want? I didn't say or do anything, of course. I kept silent. You could be a twin, but if your sibling is doing much better than you in life, you lose the right to be an equal. He's your uncle, Anjali, she said. Your mother's brother. People don't exactly follow relationships in this family as they are supposed to. It still doesn't make it okay. What if my dad finds out? Ramesh uncle is not your dad. We don't know our dad. She stared at me. I continued. How will Ramesh uncle find out? Unless you tell him. You are the only one who knows. You snooped on us. I haven't told him yet, but I swear I will if you don't stop. Is that a threat? Can you please just end it, Anjali? Don't bring shame to the family. Fuck this smug, fake family and fuck their all consuming phenomenal fear of shame. I wanted to say. I turned around to leave the terrace. She continued to sermonize after me even as I left. I ignored her. It's not the first time we had argued about this. I knew her script. I took a drag of my joint to relieve the pain of her words. It didn't help. I walked down the step to Adi's floor. I took out the duplicate key he had given me. Hey, he said as I walked in. What's up? He had a glass of whiskey in his hand. I need harder stuff, I said and tossed my joint aside. What happened, babe? He said. Can you not ask me any questions and give me a line? Sure, he said and stood up. He came back from his room with a small packet of white powder. Like a pro, he made a line on the dining table. When are you leaving for your trek? In a week, I said. I bent over to snort the cocaine. And when will you be back, babe? 17 October. Mark that date, I said and inhaled deeply as the powder hit my inside. 3 weeks later, my Indigo flight from Kathmandu via Kolkata landed 15 minutes early in Delhi at 6:15 p.m. at Terminal 1, Indira Gandhi International Airport. I collected my bag and came out of the terminal building. I messaged Prerna, I am back, just landed. See you soon, sis. All set for Karwa Chauth? Yes, getting ready, she replied, along with a selfie of hers wearing a red gold lehenga. You look stunning, I responded. Thank you. When are Moon and Man coming? Moon should be up in the sky in an hour or so. Accordingly, Man would be leaving Malviya Nagar soon. I replied with 2 laughter emojis. She had her evening plans. I had mine. I ordered an Uber. A Maruti Swift Desire driven by Kartar Singh, who had a rating of 4.6 stars, came to pick me up in 5 minutes. He asked if I needed help with my huge backpack. I had carried it for weeks in Nepal's mountains. It's fine. I will keep it with me on the back seat itself, I said. Okay, madam, may I start the ride? Sure. He swiped the right start button on his phone. The Uber screen displayed the best route and the estimate time to our destination. New Friends Colony, madam? Lot of traffic at this time. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Great, I said in my head. Damn, I have an urgent meeting, I said. I will go as fast as possible, but office time now so. The driver said. Someone is waiting at New Friends Colony for my signature. He has a train afterwards from Nizamuddin. I opened Google Maps on my phone. From my location to Malhotra House, it also showed the exact same driving time as the Uber app, 1 hour and 15 minutes. However, it also showed the metro option using the magenta line of the Delhi Metro. It was only 37 minutes to my destination. It involved taking a 30 minutes metro ride from Terminal 1 until Sukhdev Vihar station, which was a 5 minutes drive from Malhotra House. This 37 minutes option gave me a full 38 minutes over the taxi. May I ask you for a huge favor, driver bhaiya? Sure, madam, happy to help. There's a metro station at the terminal. I can take that to Sukhdev Vihar metro station. I will call my person there and sign my papers. By that time, you reach with my luggage. Meet me there at the station parking. There's a huge Patanjali banner, unmissable. The driver took a few seconds to absorb my instructions. So, you will keep my ride also for the luggage? Yes, my bag is 20 kilos and bulky. It will be much easier in the metro without it. Don't worry, you will get paid like a regular ride. Okay, madam, as you wish, the driver said. I checked the time on my phone, 6:52 p.m. An hour and 15 from now would be 8:07 p.m. I messaged Prerna. My phone is dying, so may not be reachable. But can you come to the terrace in exactly 45 minutes? I want to quickly see my pretty sister and leave before he arrives. Oh, okay, sure. She replied with a smiley. See you soon. 45 minutes, okay? She replied with a thumbs up emoji. I put my phone on silent mode and slipped it into one of the pocket of my backpack. Patanjali banner, okay? Sukhdev Vihar metro station. See you. I said and stepped out of the car. The metro crowd in the evening can rush you even in the ladies' compartment. Fortunately, I found a train with enough standing room. The metro departed Terminal 1 at 6:56 p.m. The overbridge train zipped through Delhi. I like how the metro turns class upside down and delivers justice. The middle classes move fast while the upper classes face traffic jams in their fancy cars below us. Justice. That's what's missing sometimes. To put it mildly, life hasn't been fair to me. As the train sped, my past rushed at me. Seattle, 21 years ago. Ma, why is your American friend living with us now? He's not just my friend, he's Greg, your dad. Geetu said. She poured a golden liquid from a bottle into her glass. I sat at the dining table of our one room house. A can of baked beans and two dry slices of toast lay in front of me. No, my dad is Jogi. Where is he? You said he went to work on a ship? No, he didn't. He left us. He still drives a cab in Seattle. Geetu took a sip of her drink. But you said he went to work on a ship. You lied? Eat your dinner, Anjali, she said. I don't like this dinner. You give me this every day. I hate it. Geetu glared at me. I have to take care of you every day. Do I love it? I picked up a spoon to eat my food. I had heard this many times. Why does Greg have to be my dad? I said, after a few bites of the ketchup soaked soggy beans. Because he pays for everything. Why did Jogi dad leave us? I said. Eat your food quietly or I will slap you again, Geetu said, finishing her drink in one gulp. Seattle, 2.5 years ago. Greg slammed the door shut in disgust and left the house. Geetu and I sat on the couches facing the fireplace. She turned to me, agitated. Did you have to annoy him? She said. I told you he likes Trump. He's a die-hard Republican. Did you have to go to that anti-Trump rally? Do you even know that Trump has been saying and doing? I said. No, and I don't care. All I care about is saving my already troubled marriage, and you aren't helping. How am I responsible for your bad marriage, Ma? You know, Craig doesn't like you much. Whatever, the feeling is mutual. Why did you even come to live here? You are 23-year-old, enough to be on your own. I thought you would be happy. I was between jobs. I thought I would live with you for a while. Well, I'm not happy and you are fired from your job. Why? Did you also argue with your seniors there like you did with Greg? I stared at Geetu. Greg's an ass. He's rude and narrow-minded. He cannot stand a woman with her own strong opinions like me. Neither can I, Geetu said. She took a sip of her whiskey, her fourth drink for the evening. What? Gitu's phone pinged. She showed the message to me. It's either her or me. Choose. Greg had sent her. What the hell? I said. Tell him to fuck off. Gitu kept her phone aside. She poured herself another drink. What? Tell him. Tell him he can't ask you to abandon your own daughter. Gitu simply sighed and took a sip. Her phone pinged again. Choose now or you will hear from a divorce lawyer. Greg had messaged her. Gitu's hand began to shake. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Ma, these are bullshit threats. He's sulking. Enough. Leave Anjali. I don't care. Get a job and a home. We can be in touch, but you can't stay in this house. What are you saying, Ma? I can't lose one more husband because of you. What? Please, I have raised you. I did my duty. Now figure your life out. The whiskey had made her say things she wouldn't have normally. What duty? What lose one more husband? Jogi left me because of you, she said and began to sob. And now Greg will too. Don't be a curse on me. Please, please, I beg you. When Gitu drinks, she gets emotional. When she drinks extra, she gets extra emotional. Her tears didn't stop. Curse? And what do you mean Jogi left you because of me? Yes, and now Greg will too, and I will be homeless again. You don't remember those days, moving from one homeless shelters to another until Greg gave us a home. But why me? What did Jogi have against me? I was 3 years old. But you were not ours, Gitu said. Over the next hour, she told me how I had come to live with her. It shook my world as I knew it. I remember blacking out even though I had not had a drop of drink that night. The jerk as the train stopped at the Vasant Vihar station brought me back to the present. The train continued and passed Munirka and R.K. Puram. The rocking motion and flashing lights of the city cast shadows inside my head. I was the abandoned twin, while Prerna had everything. Why? She was wealthier, happier, more accomplished, and more than anything loved. Why did my chosen field, journalism, face one layoff after another, while Prerna's startup received one round of funding after another? Why did I grow up in tiny council houses at the mercy of Gitu's husbands, while Prerna lived in opulence? Why did Prerna have all the money while I had to beg people for 2000 rupees and article jobs? Why did she find love and marriage while I struggled from one relationship to the next? How dare she lecture me to stop being with Adi while she dressed up to celebrate Karwa Chauth before her marriage? Adi and I weren't what she thought. Adi and I actually connected. We were the Malhotra family misfits after all. I remembered when I came up with this amazing idea of a professional music video for Adi. I would have produced and directed it. It could have given Adi's career a boost. It could have given me an alternative career as well. It had meant so much to us. Yes, it would have cost 20 lakh rupees. Ramesh uncle, we asked you and you didn't think it was such a great idea, not economically viable, is what he said. You told me, really? Only your idea are great? You think 20 lakh is a joke? Ramesh uncle had said to Adi's face. No, it is not a joke. The joke is that the next month he spent 50 lakhs on Prerna's engagement. 50 fucking lakhs for a stupid party. Everybody cared about Prerna. Prerna, Prerna, Prerna. Who could have been me if the toss were different? If I got the head and she the tail? Do you know the hardest emotion to admit to in this world? It's envy. Well, It isn't hard for me. I am envious of the life she had as a child, the love she got from this family, and then from Saurav. The normalcy and ease with which everything worked out for her, her entitlement and smug indifference to it all. I hate it. All this consumes me in my thoughts all the fucking time, even though I hate thinking about all this. Well, that was going to end today. The train reached the Kalkaji Mandir stop. I prayed from the metro coach itself, seeking forgiveness for what I was about to do. I had the conscience to realize what I was about to do was wrong, even though I was still going to do it. After one more stop, Okhla NSIC, the train pulled into Sukhdev Vihar. I checked the time on wristwatch, 7:26 p.m. I ran down the steps of the metro station to the autos waiting outside. I found a small queue. I'm unwell, feel like vomiting. I need to get home. Can I please jump the queue, uncle? I said to a man at the front. He stepped aside. A956, New Friends Colony. I told the auto driver. The three-wheelers drove through the narrow lanes into New Friends Colony. My heart beat fast as each minute felt like an hour. Drop me in the back lane, I said as I reached A block. He took me 10 meters away from the back door entrance of Malhotra house. My watch said 7:33 p.m. The sky outside had turned dark. The moon had not come out yet. I have work for 15 minutes. If you wait at the end of the lane, I will go back to the station with you. I will give you 200 rupees extra. The auto driver's eyes lit up. He nodded in agreement. I ran out of the auto to the back door. I had a key. However, Prerna had left the back door open for Saurabh. I pushed it open. I checked the stairs above me. I couldn't see anyone. I tiptoed up the stairs with only my loud heart for company. I passed the kitchen. I heard frying sounds and Neelam auntie and Gopika talking about spices. I climbed up to the terrace. I couldn't see anyone there. I stood at the latch. I checked the time, 7:37 p.m. Prerna wasn't there yet. She had promised to meet me in 45 minutes when I had messaged her from the airport. That would be around now. If she didn't arrive in the next few minutes, or if Saurabh arrived before her, the entire plan would fall apart. I stared at my watch, 7:38 p.m., 7:39 p.m. Creak. The sound of the door opening made me look towards it. The girl in the red gold lehenga was there with a puja plate in her hand. Anjali, wow, you're already here, she said. You must be tired after your trip. My beautiful sister, I said. Thank you, I'm so hungry. He better come soon, she said.